For me, hypnosis has always kind of felt like, I don't know, a magic show, those swinging pocket watches and people suddenly clucking like chickens. But today we're ditching the stage lights and velvet curtains for something much more insightful.
Right, forget the mind control. We're going to be exploring how hypnosis can actually help you, maybe even achieve your goals and overcome obstacles.
I gotta admit, even thinking about hypnosis, it's like those old black and white movies for me. Someone snaps their fingers and bam, you're under their spell.
Yeah, that's a common misconception. In reality, hypnosis, it's not about someone else controlling your mind. It's more about learning how to access the power of your own subconscious mind.
So it's less mind control, more like tapping into a power we already have.
Yeah, exactly. Think of your subconscious as like this incredibly powerful operating system running in the background. And it influences your thoughts and feelings and actions, even when you're not really aware of it.
Like a backdoor into our own minds. I like it.
And hypnosis, well, that's kind of like the password.
Okay, but hold on. If it's always running in the background, aren't we already accessing this like subconscious all the time?
That's a great point. And you're exactly right. Think about when you instinctively pull your hand away from something hot, like a stove.
Ouch, yeah.
That right there, that's your subconscious kicking in to protect you without waiting for you to consciously think about it.
Oh, wow. You're totally right. Or even something like driving. Like I swear, sometimes I'll get to my destination and I have almost no memory of like the actual drive. Like my subconscious took the wheel.
You got it. That highway hypnosis you just described, it's a perfect example of our minds shifting into what we call altered states of consciousness. And that is key to understanding how hypnosis works.
So instead of being unconscious, it's more like we're tapping into like a different kind of consciousness.
Yes, precisely.
And like while we're in that state, we're more open to suggestion and like change.
Exactly. Hypnosis, it's not a magic wand or anything, but it can make us more receptive to new ways of thinking and behaving. And get this, there isn't just one type of hypnosis either. Our research points to three main types: classic, Eriksonian, and humanistic.
A trio of techniques, so hypnosis really isn't one size fits all. Huh.
Like,
Interesting. What makes each of these approaches unique? So we've got these three like musketeers of hypnosis: classic, Eriksonian, humanistic. Which one are we going to talk about first?
well, I'm thinking, given your interest in like personal growth, overcoming those obstacles, the Eriksonian approach might be the most interesting for you.
Oh, why is that?
So it's all about like gently guiding someone into this state where they're more open to change.
Mhm.
And it uses things like metaphors, stories, even sensory-rich language to tap into their subconscious.
Ooh, that's cool. Less about like forceful commands and more about subtle nudges towards a goal. I like that.
Exactly. Now imagine yourself sitting in this super comfy chair. Maybe there's like the gentle sounds of nature playing in the background, and you find yourself strolling down this peaceful forest path. Sunlight's dappled through the leaves.
Okay, I'm there. I can practically smell the fresh air. I can hear like the birds singing.
See, our minds can transport us so easily, it's incredible. And that natural ability to just shift our focus, it's a big part of what makes Eriksonian hypnosis so effective. Now, as you continue on this path, you might start to notice certain thoughts or feelings kind of bubbling up, almost like they're coming from your subconscious.
So it's like encouraging this inner dialogue, this like way of communicating with ourselves, but, on a deeper level. That's wild. And it kind of reminds me of something I read recently about how our dreams can give us insights into our waking life.
That's a great connection. Because dreams, much like hypnosis, they offer a glimpse into like the workings of our subconscious minds. They can reveal our hidden fears or desires, even solutions that we might not even be aware of consciously.
Okay. But before we get like totally lost in the forest of our subconscious, let's talk about the man behind this whole intriguing technique. Milton Erickson. I mean, his name's practically synonymous with hypnosis. Yep.
Absolutely. Milton Erickson, he wasn't just like a pioneer in hypnosis. He was living proof that the human spirit can overcome even the toughest challenges.
Oh. Okay, tell me more. What was so groundbreaking about his approach?
Okay, so picture this. You contract polio at just 17 years old,
Hmm?
and it leaves you partially paralyzed. That was Erickson's reality. But instead of giving up, he used it as fuel for his work.
Wow, that must take an incredible strength, resilience. I can't even imagine facing something like that at a young age.
And he didn't just persevere, he thrived. He became like this keen observer of his own mind and body, paying super close attention to his subconscious reactions. He even used self-hypnosis to like manage his pain and to regain some physical control.
That's incredible. It's just, wow, so inspiring to like turn such a massive challenge into like strength and insight.
It really is. And his experiences, they really shaped his belief that everyone, no matter what they're going through, everyone has this capacity for positive change, this wellspring of resilience within them.
That's powerful. And it makes me think about, those personal obstacles you mentioned before, the things we're hoping to overcome, maybe with hypnosis. So what can hypnosis actually help with?
Well, one of the most well-documented uses is for stress and anxiety.
Okay, that makes sense. Given how much, like, our subconscious minds, they really affect our emotions. But how does that actually work?
Well, think about it. When we get stressed out or anxious, our minds tend to, race,
Hmm.
replaying these negative thoughts and scenarios over and over. And hypnosis, it can help us interrupt those patterns. It can guide us to a place of deep relaxation, a place where we can access, a calmer, more rational part of
So
ourselves.
it's not just about feeling more relaxed in the moment, it's about like rewiring those deep-seated thought patterns, those things that cause the stress and anxiety in the
Mm.
first place.
Yes, exactly. And this is where Erikson's work is so important. Remember those metaphors,
Yeah.
those stories?
Yeah.
They're super effective tools for, reframing negative thoughts and beliefs.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say you have someone who gets really nervous about public speaking. Like they have this deep-seated belief that they're just not good at it, that they're going to freeze up, maybe even embarrass themselves.
Oh man, I think we've all been there.
Right. Now, an Eriksonian therapist, they might guide that person to access a memory, maybe a time where they felt really confident and successful, like maybe giving a presentation in school, or even just telling a story that had everyone captivated.
So they're using like a positive experience from their past to rewrite those negative associations.
Exactly. By reliving that memory, but in this hypnotic state, they're essentially retraining their subconscious to associate public speaking with confidence and success instead of all that fear and anxiety.
Wow, that's incredible. So we've got stress, anxiety, public speaking. What other areas can hypnosis be helpful for?
Research suggests it can be really effective for a ton of things, actually, like overcoming phobias, breaking bad habits. It can even help people improve their sleep, boost their self-esteem, even enhance their performance in things like sports or creative stuff.
Okay, so we're talking like a pretty impressive list of potential benefits. It sounds like hypnosis could be a great tool for, anyone who wants to make some positive changes in their life.
Yeah, it definitely offers this really unique and powerful way to explore the hidden parts of our minds. Unlock resources we didn't even know we had.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. Before we wrap up, though, what's like one final thought-provoking question that our listeners can kind of ponder based on what we explored today?
Okay, well, I think the most interesting question that came up in our research is this. If our subconscious minds are so powerful, right? I mean, they affect everything from our emotions to our behaviors. What else could we achieve if we could really just learn how to harness that power?
Now, that is a question we're thinking about. And
Yeah.
listener, if you're as intrigued by this idea as we are, we really encourage you to keep exploring hypnosis and discover what hidden potential lies within you. So until next time, keep those minds curious. And remember, the most incredible journeys often start with a single step, or maybe just a deep breath and a shift in focus.